Gentlemen, what if I told you that one of the simplest ingredients in your kitchen could play a role in supporting your circulation, energy, and overall vitality as you get older? I'm talking about baking soda. Most people think of it as something for baking, cleaning, or freshening the refrigerator, but when it's used correctly and in appropriate amounts, it may offer benefits that many older men have never considered. In today's video, I'll walk you through some potential benefits of baking soda for men over 60, all explained in simple language with practical examples. We'll also discuss an easy morning routine that many men have found helpful when combined with other healthy habits. Before we begin, take a moment to subscribe if you enjoy evidence-based men's health information, and let me know in the comments where you're watching from. Now, let's start with the first two benefits and why they may matter more than you think. One of the first ways baking soda may help is by supporting your body's acid-base balance. As men grow older, factors such as poor diet, chronic stress, and certain health conditions can influence this balance. When the body experiences excessive acidity, blood vessels may not function as efficiently, making healthy circulation more difficult. Think of your circulation as a network of highways. When everything flows smoothly, oxygen and nutrients reach every organ and tissue with ease. But when those pathways become less efficient, energy levels, physical performance, and even erectile function may be affected. I remember a gentleman named Leonard, 73 years old, who constantly complained of fatigue despite having relatively normal laboratory results. Alongside other healthy lifestyle changes, we discussed a carefully controlled baking soda routine. A few weeks later, he returned saying he felt more energetic throughout the day and generally more like himself again. Healthy circulation provides the foundation for nearly every function in the body. Supporting that foundation is often one of the first steps toward improving overall vitality. The second potential benefit involves chronic inflammation. Unlike sudden inflammation from an injury, low-grade inflammation can quietly affect blood vessels, circulation, and overall health for years without obvious symptoms. When inflammation remains elevated, blood vessels become less flexible, making it more difficult for blood to travel efficiently. Over time, this may influence energy, cardiovascular health, and normal erectile function. One of my patients, Victor, 67 years old, often described feeling as though his body was constantly working against him. Together, we focused on improving his diet, increasing physical activity, staying properly hydrated, and adding a carefully measured baking soda routine when appropriate. After several weeks, he noticed gradual improvements in his energy and overall sense of well-being. While baking soda is not a cure for inflammation, supporting a healthier internal environment may help your body function more efficiently when it's combined with consistent healthy habits. And that's only the beginning, because the next benefit focuses on one of the most important molecules involved in healthy blood flow, nitric oxide. The third potential benefit involves nitric oxide, one of the most important natural compounds involved in healthy circulation. Nitric oxide signals blood vessels to relax and widen, allowing blood to move more freely throughout the body. For men, healthy blood flow is essential for maintaining normal erectile function and overall cardiovascular health. Baking soda may help by supporting an internal environment where nitric oxide can function more efficiently, particularly when it's combined with healthy eating, regular exercise, and good hydration. When oxidative stress is reduced, blood vessels are better able to respond to the signals that promote circulation. I remember a patient named Dennis, 70 years old, who had remained physically active but noticed his body wasn't responding the way it once had. We introduced several healthy lifestyle changes, including a carefully measured baking soda routine. A few weeks later, he smiled and told me, "Doctor, I'm starting to notice the difference. My body feels more responsive again." Healthy circulation is only part of the picture. Your tissues also depend on a steady supply of oxygen to function properly. As men age, inflammation, reduced circulation, and other factors may affect how efficiently oxygen reaches different parts of the body, including the muscles and tissues involved in sexual function. One gentleman I worked with, Patrick, 75 years old, often described feeling physically drained despite staying active. Alongside improvements in nutrition, hydration, and daily movement, we discussed adding baking soda appropriately to his routine. Within several weeks, he reported feeling warmer, more energetic, and more comfortable during intimacy. When blood flow and oxygen delivery work together effectively, the body is better equipped to support healthy tissue function. That's why improving circulation isn't just about one organ. It's about helping your entire body perform more efficiently as you grow older. The fifth potential benefit begins deep inside your cells. Every cell in your body contains tiny structures called mitochondria, often referred to as the body's energy producers. They generate the fuel your muscles, organs, and tissues need to function properly, including the smooth muscle within the penis that helps trap blood during an erection. As men grow older, oxidative stress, poor lifestyle habits, and chronic inflammation can reduce how efficiently these energy-producing structures work. When that happens, it's common to experience fatigue, reduced stamina, and weaker physical performance. One of my patients, Edward, 72 years old, often described feeling as though he simply ran out of energy long before the day was over. Together, we focused on improving his nutrition, encouraging regular movement, proper hydration, and a carefully measured baking soda routine. After several weeks, he told me, "Doctor, I don't feel exhausted all the time anymore. I actually have the energy to enjoy my evenings again." Many men assume low energy automatically means low testosterone, but that's not always the case. Sometimes testosterone levels remain within a normal range, yet the body's tissues don't respond to the hormone as effectively as they once did. Long-term inflammation and ongoing metabolic stress may interfere with how efficiently your body's cells respond to hormonal signals. Supporting a healthier internal environment may help those communication pathways function more effectively. I remember another gentleman named Arthur, 65 years old, who complained that his motivation had disappeared. Alongside improvements in sleep, physical activity, and balanced nutrition, we introduced a carefully monitored baking soda routine. About 6 weeks later, he returned saying, "I feel more motivated again, not just physically, but mentally too." It's important to understand that baking soda doesn't increase testosterone production. Rather, when combined with healthy lifestyle habits, it may help create conditions that allow your body to make better use of the hormones it already produces. The seventh potential benefit involves two of the hardest working organs in your body, your liver and kidneys. Every day, these organs help remove waste products, regulate fluids, and maintain the internal balance your body depends on to function properly. As men get older, years of poor eating habits, dehydration, certain medications, and environmental exposures can place additional strain on these systems. While baking soda is not a detox treatment, some research suggests that when used appropriately under medical guidance, it may help support the body's acid-base balance and reduce unnecessary acid load in certain situations. One of my patients, George, 71 years old, often complained of feeling sluggish despite eating reasonably well. Alongside better hydration, healthier meals, and regular physical activity, we introduced a carefully measured baking soda routine. Several weeks later, he told me he felt lighter, more energetic, and found it easier to stay active throughout the day. The eighth benefit may surprise many men. Maintaining a healthy body weight plays an important role in hormone balance, circulation, and overall vitality. Excess abdominal fat is metabolically active. It can contribute to inflammation and influence how certain hormones are processed in the body. Many men also struggle with frequent cravings for sugary foods, making healthy eating more difficult. I remember working with Nathan, 68 years old, who found himself constantly reaching for sweets during the afternoon. Together, we focused on improving his diet, increasing protein intake, drinking more water, and using baking soda appropriately as part of his routine. Over time, he noticed fewer cravings, gradual weight loss, and improved confidence in both his health and everyday life. Supporting a healthy weight isn't about quick fixes. It's about creating daily habits that work together to improve your overall well-being, making it easier for your body to function the way it was designed to. The ninth potential benefit has less to do with hormones and more to do with your nervous system. Many men don't realize that erections begin in the brain long before they involve blood flow. When you're constantly stressed, anxious, or sleeping poorly, your body remains in a heightened state of alertness. That response can interfere with healthy circulation and make intimacy more difficult. Supporting a healthier internal environment may help your body shift away from chronic stress and toward a more relaxed state. Combined with deep breathing, quality sleep, and regular exercise, a carefully managed baking soda routine may become one small part of a healthier lifestyle. I remember a gentleman named Kenneth, 69 years old, who often described feeling tense even when nothing was wrong. After several weeks of improving his daily routine, he told me he felt calmer, slept better, and noticed greater confidence during intimate moments. The 10th benefit is often overlooked. Proper hydration and a balanced internal environment help muscles throughout the body work more efficiently, including the smooth muscles responsible for healthy blood flow. One patient, Raymond, 74 years old, admitted he rarely drank enough water and constantly felt fatigued. We focused on increasing hydration, eating balanced meals, staying physically active, and carefully incorporating baking soda into his routine when appropriate. Over the following weeks, he noticed better endurance during daily activities, improved recovery after exercise, and a greater sense of physical well-being. When your muscles receive adequate oxygen, nutrients, and hydration, they perform more efficiently. That doesn't just benefit your heart or your legs, it supports your entire body, including the circulation needed for healthy sexual function. These improvements may seem small individually, but together they can make a meaningful difference in how you feel every single day. The 11th potential benefit focuses on one of the most important systems in your body, your cardiovascular system. Healthy erections depend on healthy blood vessels. If your arteries become stiff or less flexible over time, blood has a harder time reaching every part of your body, including the tissues responsible for normal sexual function. By helping support a healthier internal acid-base balance when used appropriately, baking soda may contribute to an environment where blood vessels function more efficiently. Combined with a heart-healthy diet, regular exercise, and good hydration, this may encourage healthier circulation throughout the body. One of my patients, Ronald, 76 years old, often told me he became short of breath after only a short walk. We focused on improving his overall lifestyle, including a carefully measured baking soda routine. After several weeks, he noticed he could stay active longer and felt more comfortable completing everyday tasks without becoming exhausted. The 12th benefit becomes especially important for men who want to remain active as they age. Physical activity naturally produces acids within working muscles. When recovery slows, men often experience lingering fatigue and soreness that discourage them from exercising consistently. Some research suggests that baking soda may help buffer acidity produced during physical activity, allowing muscles to recover more comfortably after moderate exercise. That doesn't mean it replaces good nutrition or proper rest, but it may become another supportive tool for healthy aging. I remember Walter, 67 years old, who wanted to start walking every morning, but found himself worn out after only a short distance. After improving his hydration, eating more balanced meals, and following a carefully planned routine, he gradually built his endurance. A month later, he proudly told me he was walking farther than he had in years and actually looked forward to exercising again. Better recovery encourages consistency, and consistency is often the biggest factor in maintaining strength, healthy circulation, and long-term vitality. The 13th potential benefit is something every man notices as the years pass. Recovery simply isn't what it used to be. Whether you've spent the afternoon gardening, walking, or working around the house, your body often takes longer to feel refreshed again. When your internal environment is balanced and your circulation is functioning well, your muscles and tissues receive oxygen and nutrients more efficiently. Combined with proper hydration, good nutrition, and regular movement, baking soda may become one small part of a routine that supports healthier recovery. One of my patients, Philip, 73 years old, told me he no longer felt completely exhausted after staying active. Instead of spending the entire next day recovering, he found himself ready to keep moving. Benefit 14, helping maintain better hydration balance. As men age, staying properly hydrated becomes increasingly important. Even mild dehydration can contribute to fatigue, reduced circulation, headaches, and lower physical performance. Used appropriately, baking soda mixed with adequate water may help support normal fluid balance, especially when combined with healthy daily habits. One gentleman named Gregory, 66 years old, noticed he felt more refreshed throughout the day after improving his hydration routine alongside other lifestyle changes. The final benefit brings everything together: healthy circulation, balanced inflammation, better hydration, improved recovery, and consistent daily habits all contribute to one larger goal: maintaining vitality as you grow older. I remember Lawrence, 78 years old, who told me, "Doctor, I don't expect to feel 30 again. I just want to wake up with energy and enjoy my life." After several weeks of following a healthier routine that included appropriate use of baking soda alongside balanced nutrition, regular walks, and quality sleep, he smiled and said, "I finally feel like I'm moving in the right direction. No single ingredient creates lasting health by itself, but when simple habits work together consistently, they can help your body perform more efficiently and support the strength, confidence, and independence every man hopes to preserve as he grows older." Now that we've covered the 15 potential benefits, let's talk about the practical side of using baking soda. Even natural ingredients should be used responsibly, and the goal is always to support your body, not overwhelm it. A simple starting point is half a teaspoon of baking soda mixed into a full glass of water, taken on an empty stomach in the morning. For most men, using it 3 or 4 mornings each week is a sensible way to begin rather than taking it every single day. This allows your body time to respond while helping you observe how you feel. Some men also like to add a squeeze of fresh lemon juice or a small splash of apple cider vinegar before drinking the mixture. These ingredients can improve the taste and fit naturally into a balanced morning routine. Alongside this habit, focus on drinking enough water, eating whole foods, staying physically active, getting quality sleep, and practicing deep breathing or other stress management techniques. Together, these daily habits create an environment where your body can function more efficiently. It's also important to remember that baking soda is not suitable for everyone. If you have kidney disease, heart disease, uncontrolled high blood pressure, or you're following a sodium-restricted diet, speak with your healthcare provider before trying this routine. The purpose isn't to search for a miracle cure, it's to combine several healthy habits that support your body's natural ability to maintain circulation, energy, and overall vitality as you age. Gentlemen, I want to leave you with one final thought. Growing older doesn't mean your body has stopped working for you. It simply means it needs a little more attention and a little more support than it did years ago. The choices you make every day, what you eat, how you move, how well you sleep, and how consistently you care for yourself can have a meaningful impact on how you feel in the years ahead. Throughout today's discussion, we've explored 15 potential ways baking soda may support your overall health when it's used appropriately as part of a balanced lifestyle. While it isn't a miracle solution or a replacement for proper medical care, it may become one useful tool among many that help support healthy circulation, energy, recovery, and confidence. Remember, lasting results rarely come from one dramatic change. They come from small, consistent habits repeated over weeks, months, and years. Staying active, eating nutritious meals, managing stress, sleeping well, drinking enough water, and working closely with your healthcare provider all play important roles in maintaining your vitality. If today's discussion gave you a new perspective, I'd love to hear from you. Which of the 15 benefits surprised you the most? Share your answer in the comments because I read them carefully, and your experiences often inspire future videos. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss our weekly discussions on men's health. Until next time, keep taking care of yourself, stay consistent with your healthy habits, and remember, it's never too late to invest in your health and your future.